Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope everybody's enjoying their day today.
I know this is probably a different run.
I know this is probably a different run than you guys probably anticipated for X4.
We got the screen.
So this is X4 100%. Just kind of want to explain a little bit of details real quick.
This is the first PlayStation game.
There's gonna be some different movements
with the routes.
With the routes that you're used to. The Super Nintendos you guys saw earlier today.
The first thing is you do a lot of dash jumping.
The first thing is you do a lot of dash jumping. There's no dashing because you actually lose time over the game.
Countdown.
So I'll just give a countdown.
Actually, I gotta be on the screen first.
Actually, I gotta be on the screen first.
So,
wait for the animation. So, 3, 2, 1,
go. Sorry for the slight delay.
Sorry for the slight delay.
So I
do Mega Man X4 a lot.
I do X 100% today.
I do X 100%. What this category is about. We will be collecting all items.
The different thing.
The different thing with this game is that there's no
Shoryuken or anything. So it's all
So it's all movement heavy based. You can do a lot of different things.
When it comes to this,
but like I said, when it comes to this video game, you do not want to. You do any ground dashes as if you slightly pay attention.
It actually takes 8 frames.
It actually takes 8 frames
X and 0
for X and 0 because there is the 0.
It takes 8 frames for.
But it takes 8 frames for the characters to actually start their dash. So
it's just losing a lot of time over the run.
It's just losing a lot of time over the run and everything. So
when it comes to Mega Man X4, it's pretty straightforward.
When it comes to Mega Man X4, it's pretty straightforward, very fun,
cool movement
heavy,
and weapons.
Cool movement and weapons from X's side. So
not too much explaining the intro stage.
It's not Resident Sleeper like X1, as you guys saw from Concer's run earlier, because X1's intro is slow. Pretty slow.
I didn't have a full charge.
That was my fault.
Way too fast.
I went way too fast.
That's what happens when you don't have the.
That's what happens when you don't have the right bullet damage. So the Buster shot actually will do less damage than my half charges in some situations, and I will explain those as we continue. Not a worry at all. But this stage is pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy. So there is slight movement here you can do. You want to move like about 1 to 2 pixels forward to manipulate this dragon to just stand there. You want him to shoot the blue balls.
We didn't get it. Not today.
Not today. And that's all right. I've been lately I've been getting some bad luck in my runs. We get that, but it's not too slow. You can still hit him pretty good because even if you do get the good RNG, he still does fly away. It's just less to deal with
when he comes back down.
And
that's pretty much the dragon.
The dragon and intro. Now you kind of saw me like stand left here. That's mainly because that painting right there that I wasn't far enough left. You definitely want to try to avoid.
Doing that. So that it doesn't like slowly pan over type of thing. So. Right now, we're gonna just be kind of timing some of our Buster shots and just kind of moving along. You want to keep always moving right. If you guys played Mega Man games, you know to always go right, unless there's like a back and forth pattern, of course. So just more timing. Nothing really to explain in Dragoon. The game starts to get a little more not difficult, but complex. as we progress. So all right, we made that jump. Okay, so one kind of neat, well, not so much neat, it's just more thing to understand. In the Super Nintendo series, it's always been kind of seen and noticed that Zero is significantly taller than X. But in this game, actually not. His hitbox is actually a little bit bigger than Zero. So, and that kind of happens the more and more in the PlayStation series. So. All right, that's Magma Dragoon. I got a little greedy with that one. I was not supposed to take on that Shoryuken with Magma Dragoon. His if you play this game, you would think it's a little random, but it actually, his first move will actually tell you what his pattern's about to be. So when I saw him like float across the other side to do that Shoryuken, I knew immediately he was gonna do sorry, he did the Hadouken. I knew immediately he was going to do the Shoryuken twice. So, and then right after that, he was going to do his flamethrower attack. You can kind of count on that, and that's pretty much how you're going to always fight Dragoon. So he's not actually random. You just have to deal with the first move he does, and then just kind of go off with that. So next is Spider stage. Bo Spider's brother. I don't know if that's canon or not, but it is now. I jumped a little too wide. So you kind of want that, what is that, an insect or fish? You want that thing to jump. So you can kind of go underneath it, but yeah. It doesn't always do it. So let's see here. We're gonna move around here. This is some particular, yep, so we want to particularly set this up so that we can get this waterfall in a segment we want to do it in. So this should work. Ooh, I almost died. My bad. That would have been bad. Funny enough, deaths don't really matter in X4, so there's a bunch of checkpoints, so nothing really crazy doing. Even if you get a game over, you spawn right at the checkpoint. So all right, so we're on the stage part 2. This is part of like my favorite one because it's really movement heavy and just timing. So it's really fun to do and just kind of, you know, really get the, especially with the game, or sorry, this is like so early in the run. So like that was pretty clean right there. Like that was smooth. So, and this is why we need fire, so we can get this item. X4 has a bit more hidden items. There's no more, but they're definitely, they made it quite a bit more hidden with the items than I feel like in the Super Nintendo series. So in Dragoon, you saw me do half charges. If you saw that, because half charges actually do almost. It's one less damage, but it does the exact same damage as a full charge, and his iframes are actually much smaller. Spider is not the same case, so we are going to be hitting him with as many full charges, and that was not one of them, as we can. I was gonna say, I didn't think I miscounted that. Okay, well, that's just gonna happen. I thought I already did a small chart. Oh, maybe I did earlier and I miscounted. Or that other one was actually a full charge and I just missed it. Yeah. And that's Spider. Spider's pretty straightforward. like I said, the game is really fun. It's super neat. There's just a lot of. Oop, I forgot to mash. Yep, I know. I know we got spiderweb, dude. On to the Storm Eagle of X4. Maybe a little bit less terrible, but still annoying. So this whole stage is pretty much you in a mech. So I'm gonna explain more of the boss. The boss of this game is very particular. He likes to disappear from four corners, kind of like Eagle, who likes to just disappear in the sky. He'll disappear in four corners and then reappear from different corners. So as a top tier runner, you try to guess and time your shots so that you know you really want to hit it as soon as possible so that you can get to the next one. And if Owl decides to go to the wrong one, you're just wasting buster shots along with not hitting him. So there's also one other mechanic. I will go for it if he does give it to me. It's RNG. So whoa, I didn't like that one. I saw that was in the wall too much. So what you're gonna look for is Owl doesn't have iframes, not like your normal bosses. So Owl actually has his shield, and his shield is what protects him. So what you're gonna try to do is there's a moment where he actually doesn't have his shield for a full second, and what that does is you can hit him every frame, causing just incredible damage. He only ever does it on that attack where he shoots 4 green cyclones. So not that one. He has to shoot 4. You'll see it here in a moment. Well, if he does it. See what I mean? You gotta shoot off screen. Are we missing the bottom? Oh, I thought he was gonna give it to us for a second there. Okay. That was weird. We didn't give it, but that's fine. I'll show you guys later during the refights. We actually manipulate the fact that he doesn't have iframes. Well, not manipulate. We abuse it. Sorry. There's a thing you can do with his weakness, aiming laser. Aiming laser does the exact same thing by removing his shield, and you can just hit him with Nova Strike every frame. So, I just did Owl, so we're gonna be on. Not that. I fat thumbed the down button and I pressed right. That's my bad. Oopsie. All right, there we go. That is what you're supposed to be doing. Like, I really swung and a miss. Like, I really fat thumbed that right. I went like 4. I went 3 because it's always 3. You do 3 and then down, and then as I went to press the down, my thumb went more right and it hits the right button instead. That was goofy. All right, so I'm gonna do this section real quick. It's very particular. Okay. That's not how I wanted to do that at all, but hey. That's fine. This is be like a casual like 47 if I can get this run to get going. But sadly, with the death and everything, I'm kind of slow. But if we can get some good RNG, I mean, I can turn it around. RNG in this game is actually very unforgiving. Ooh, I didn't think I squeezed in that. This guy's super RNG. Like, think Thunder Slammer 90% RNG. Actually, I think worse. Yep. Come on. Oh, come on. Seriously? Wow, that was like one of the worst ones you can get. Well, actually, as soon as he did the second eye close, it's just downhill from there. All right, so in Walrus, we got some ice blocks to destroy. Pretty crazy movement here. This stage always reminded me actually of was it Grenade Man in Mega Man 8? Yeah, I think it was Grenade Man that had something like this. It always reminded me of that with the bricks, but just with ice instead. So this movement is pretty slick if we can pull this off. We manipulate the birdies so that they never freeze the screen on us, because that's an instant 3 seconds of time loss. And we are out of there. We hit Walrus with one buster shot so that he ends his death on a fire. And then we hit him with a fire charge, which is more of just kind of timing your fires. And we want him to go left, so he becomes he's invulnerable during this state I'm about to show you, that one, until he hits a wall, and then he regains his he loses his iframes. And that's Walrus Prime. I mean, Frost Walrus. So X, interesting enough, of a run, which is already pretty fun, gets an extra fight with Colonel, which is why we actually had to do Frost Walrus. If we did not actually have that fight with Colonel, we would not be doing Walrus this early. But Frost Walrus, I think, would probably be last. There's like very few things you need from him. His weapon is actually not even used against Sting, that's his weakness. So I'll fight Colonel and then explain. You're gonna need to know a little bit of information of how Colonel works.
Show me what you've got.
That was my fault. That fight was perfect. So if you notice his health, which, hey, if I'm watching it, I'm just watching the fight. By the way, this thing is an auto-scroller, so I got time to explain this. With Colonel, his iframes, so his fight is straightforward like any other boss. His weakness is ice. He doesn't take any extended iframes, thank God. But even if he did, his iframes actually reset every time he does his stance change. So every time he's doing like that slant, and then he does his like T-pose standing thing, every time he does that, it actually resets his iframes. So you can actually hit him multiple times, and you'll see me do that again in the next fight too, because you can actually do quite a few hits on him. And that's why my ice was able to hit him 3 times with the charge shots. I think I'm on my wrong rotation here. Yup. Dang it. I couldn't get out of it. So I was trying to recover it. There's a bit of a delay when you like landed in the ground, and I was trying to like land quickly, and it wasn't giving it to me. Oh well. That is fine. Ooh. I'm off rotation, so I'm just doing this normally. There we go. Oh. You have like if you as a speedrunner, if you have like a sad way of doing it, it really throws you off when you're not. And you don't land quickly, so like there's like a small segment where the bike actually lets you regain control. So, oh, and the reason why I'm dashing like this is because when you jump and air dash, you actually are pushing the screen just a tad forward. Well, actually, a bit more forward. But if you do it on the ground, it's just not gonna do it like that. That didn't do jack nothing. So, when it comes to this, oh my god, I have no lives. Like I said, this even if I game over, I'll spawn right over here. So, well, no, actually, the checkpoint here is gonna be like the beginning of the second half. So, how many years am I gonna get? Alrighty, holy cow! Oh my god, this guy is just gonna do it to me, huh? Yeah. So you really don't want him doing that. That's almost as bad as like a penguin slide in X1. With Stingray, if he does that too early, you want him to stand there and shoot his little stingrays. He will. So the perfect fight, he will do his yes twice. He will do it, but I mean that's just the perfect pattern you want him to have, and it's not uncommon. Like you can get the good pattern pretty good. So here we're going to slash beast. I didn't really want to fat thumb the right presses again, so I slowed that one down. Slash beast is one of my favorite stages. All right, so we got some hops and stuff. So we are trying to beat a cycle. I'm actually gonna focus here for that. Okay, so we are trying to beat the cycle. The whole train is on a cycle, including the mini boss at the end. And if you do not get the cycle, you lose 3 seconds. It's called fast train. So that bonk is gonna. I think we missed it. It's a pretty tight window too. There we go. Yep, the extra bonk. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you can count to 6, you got the slow cycle. Count to 3, you got the fast cycle. Oh wait, I didn't shoot the lemon. That was my fault. Oh, and then I shot that guy. So you really want to bonk these other minions because they don't like have you lose control of your movements like that. Like I could do that, right? But no, actually that was bad. Like watch this. I can regain control right away. But when it comes to the mechs, when they punch you, you actually can't regain control right away. You actually like have to wait. It's small time save and small understandings, but it's stuff you should, you know, if you're gonna try to go fast, you gotta kind of know that. So yeah, I missed the step. All right, Slash Beast is one of the hardest fights in X4, so I'm hoping, you know, anybody in chat, you know, let's, you know, just hands up, give me your energy, because this is a really hard fight. So And there you go. Oh man, I was sweating, you guys. I'm so sorry about that. I really had to focus. So, in Mega Man X, I want to mention something called CFO, which I believe is a strat that actually came from X2. Well, it kind of started there, but I think it's always kind of been there in Mega Man games. CFO is named after the first boss in the intro. We're gonna go back to Dragoon too. So the CFO is more of when you shoot your Buster, you know, your lemon. Let's say you're trying to do some kind of like damage, right? Most of the time it's to do the dash lemon. As it's traveling across the screen, you're able to do a charge, and with the Stingray, you could do the exact same thing as a CFO, which is why I was able to, like, by the time he's done with his iframes, I had like a big charge shot. So if there is any donations or anything you know you guys want to say, you guys can. This is just a revisit right now. Heck yeah! Still get those donations in to get that met. All right, so we're done with the revisits. On our way to Mushroom. I don't know why I was gonna say Spider. Mushroom is a boss who splits. Get it? But yeah, I always call this stage kind of the bonk stage, because it's so close quarters in the stage that you can really hit everything. Hey, this is gonna be here. So the stage is there's nothing to it. I mean, you kind of watch and you kind of understand what's going on. It's just more about me trying to get my timing down for everything. Alright. Really wanted to show you guys that clean movement. Ooh, I didn't have a charge, but I did. Oh, that helped. Alright, so we got this mini boss to fight. Who wants to see a mini boss? Are you guys ready? Watch this. Oh my god, that was such a fight, you guys. I am a genius at this game. More stairs. So, Rowdy, if you liked college, there's more stairs for you. It's funny, this I feel like that map comes back in X6. Like, it's the exact same one that Zero does or something. I don't remember. I think it's X5 or 6. I don't remember. But they like rehashed that or something. It was really funny. So when it comes to this, there's nothing really here. So you can't really hit. You can't climb this. Kind of unfortunate, but it makes sense because the camera actually doesn't stay with X here. The camera actually stays with the elevator. So I mean, it's a little weird, but it does try to pan up if X gets a little too high. So here, I'll show you what I mean. That's what I mean. So it stays with X as much as I can, but it still has to stick with the elevator. So it's just like, all right, well, we don't know where he went. Oops. I might have to play without sound on my end. My speaker's dying. I didn't realize it was dying. No! So my later part of the speedrun has been going pretty solid. Slash Beast's train could have been a little bit smoother, but other than that, well, no, Sting kind of went jank, but that was my fault. It happened. I gotta really like handle that better when like I'm off cycle. And now we're on to the Battle Network part of the speed run. We are going to the internet. So these things can't handle a copy version of X, which makes this stage actually relatively easy. Like, I mean like 5 head easy. Like seriously, this stage, well, the first part anyways, like you just do this. There's no like hopping around like you do a 0 or anything. You just go to town. And we do get our last few items here for X. So by the way, I want to mention everybody, X is better than 0. Just saying. See, unlike 0, X actually knows what he's fighting for. Alright, so here we don't use copy X anymore. Well, copy X. Oh my gosh, we don't use the copy image anymore. It doesn't do anything, so we just kind of buster this way through. I can get prepared for copy. This part was always kind of Resident Evil sleeper, really. But this fight's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna kind of go stay safe, I think. There is a way to actually know what Peacock's about to do. I'll stand still for a few times to show you guys. If Peacock teleports on top of you, he's gonna do this attack where he jumps up and teleports away. If he teleports next to you, he's gonna do his Peacock wing attack. See? See? So if I stand still, he does that. So. Although I wish I would stop hitting him with the stupid image. Oh no, I hit him with the buster shots. I missed again. Look at that face. So that is all the 8 Mavericks, or in this case, they're called Reploids. There's no one as the Reploid Force. We are going on our way to get the Hadouken. No, I'm sorry. We're on our way to do all of the Colonel and General stages. Pretty straightforward, but there's no revisit of any kind, well, except for Dragoon, which we did. I'm gonna focus on the stage. This is like a really movement heavy stage. Come on. If you guys didn't know this was here, there's a full tank there. Alright, remember how I told you guys about Colonel? Well, we're about to manipulate that or abuse that trick once again with Nova Strike. Watch his health. I should do this correctly.
I've been waiting to fight with you.
And that's Colonel. Yep. So like I said, every time he does his stance changes, he actually takes another. He loses his iframes. So with that, I think we got 3 hits on that one with Nova Strike. You can usually get 2 to 3 hits. So we're on our way to Iris, right? This is like Iris or something. I forget. I lied. It's actually our friend Double. Who knew that the character named Double was gonna betray us? Or in this case, double cross us.
You're gonna get hurt, X.
Okay. So now, not only is he easy to deal with, but his fight is actually also a little bit stressful too. Because if you bonk Double himself, if you bonk Double himself, you actually take 6 damage. 6 damage, even with your armor on. That's a lot of damage for Double, just for a body hit. But if you take a hit on his little like crap that he spews, it's only 2 damage. So sorry, I took it a little slow there because if anybody watches my runs, I have a bad habit of dying there for some weird reason. All right. Oh, I'm glad I remembered. I don't want to pass up this marvelous. So, Capcom really knows how to spell. Watch. General is spelled correctly here. It also is spelled correctly here. What the heck happened here? I have no choice.
My fate is sealed. I have no choice.
Oh, you haven't done this in a while. Oh, I got the floats. That's a little unfortunate because he's not standing still. It's a little bit better. Well, the fist is not the best one. It is better when he does the floating, because I can hit him a lot better. Because if he does the fists, it's more about timing. But the fact that he didn't like stay on the left side, which would have been neat, but beggars can't be choosers. So, who is ready for some quick kills? Because I got 2 of them for you. If RNG works with me. So the first one is Spider, and then the next one is gonna be Owl. It's 4 shots, a twin slasher, and then we Nova Strike him. Okay, well I messed that up. Whatever. Come back. Yep. Oh, I knew it. RNG was not with me today. Oh well. What you're supposed to do, what Nova Strike does is, Spider has some weird mechanics behind the fact that if Spider takes hits as he goes into the tree, he actually has no more iframes, like as long as he's in the tree. And you try to Nova Strike across, it works if he stays going right. But if he goes left and he stays to the left side, it doesn't work. So like it was just super unlucky that he did that. Of course, it happens like every run I do for like a charity marathon or anything. Like he knows, he just sits there and stews and he just knows I'm doing stuff. So I have to take a bunch of hits from Dragoon here. I think that's enough. I miscounted because I was too excited from Spider. I got checked though, so I just need another Nova Strike. Wait. Okay, I saw Twin Slash on me. What? Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, so this one's RNG, but not as bad. I can still pull off the trick, but it depends on how much damage I'll do. So, and unlike Spider, there's no like second stage or nothing. Thank goodness. Really? I just screwed up all of them? Wow. My bad, folks. That's alright though. I couldn't, I think I started it way too much to the right. Because I had him go left a little too far. But that's alright. And then the rest of this is just the same old stuff. There's nothing else to it. Refights are pretty fun, but it helps you practice your boss fights. So if there's any other, donations or anything you guys want to do as well, you guys are free to do so. I appreciate you very much. So, like I said, we're just doing refights. Nothing really to explain. Slash Beast, of course, is a hard boss fight. I always stress out about this fight because one wrong through move and you're toast. Here. Nothing too keen on the refights. The RNG kind of still stays the same. The movement can be a little bit different because if you notice, actually the rooms in here are actually smaller. So like the bosses actually fight just a tad differently. Oh, of course I did. Alright, well, I'm gonna go grab the super health, is what I call it. When I take too much damage in Walrus. That's usually what happens, because if I take too much damage in Walrus, I'm this low, so and Sting likes to mess me up. So let's try to get these fights in, and then we're on to Final Sigma, which can be a fun fight. Actually, it can be if he plays along with you. Trying to think of anything else. Oh, I guess I could go over to. I am playing on English. That is important, as this game is actually about 40 some seconds slower on Japanese, not due to text boxes, but because every one of these bosses actually has a voice dialogue in the Japanese version, and they all add up to be about 40 some seconds. So, oh, and I forgot you went up, right? So, but yeah. Sting gave me the good pattern. I just didn't capitalize it because at this point I'm just kind of talking more about the game and just kind of goofing, trying to have fun. The game is a lot of fun. I enjoy it. If I currently a little bit about what's going on with X4. Currently, I'm actually making a tutorial for this this category. I'm still working on some notes so that it's a little bit more insightful for people who are new or looking up strats and stuff like that. So it's just more of working on trying to get it so that everybody can use it. It is segmented, so I am trying to make it so that if you want to focus on one stage, you are able to. So if you have any questions with X4, don't be afraid to ask. I'm usually pretty kind about things and how they work, and I really do enjoy this game. It's if you ask anybody really who hangs with me, knows me, this is actually my most game I've played because it's just, to me, it's a lot of fun. So, and that's refights. So we find the Grim Reaper. He says it's the end of our lifespan, and to make our final wishes. And our final wish is to go fight Sigma, and we're gonna make a deal with the Reaper himself. I totally forgot to switch to fire. So this guy can only be damaged by fire. And the funny thing is, unlike Zero, charged fire actually hurts him every frame. So, ready for round 2. I'm gonna try to focus on this one. That was actually pretty good. Just slightly off, like a little bit timing. I usually do it before he, or right as he gets to the center. But, so you want to get the fire, and we're going to stand here. Because forehead Sigma shows up. Okay. You just don't want the end. Oh. Brilliant. I must have missed. How? Oh. Okay, I didn't click the button, apparently. Oh, I thought I damaged myself there. That's fine. And that's Final Sigma. So we did not get the bad pattern. There is a bad pattern. You can tell because he says the end, and he's referring to your speedrun because that's the end. He ruined it. Because what ends up happening is when that laser Sigma says that, he does a clean sweep to the ground and disappears. So time is coming up as soon as we hit this platform. Time. Yeah, that's why I gave myself a 50 minute thing. So like I knew it was gonna goof it around, but this game is a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. It's one of my best speed games, and I always enjoy teaching other people and including other people with this game. Um, it's a very Super Nintendo version of Mega Man X on the PlayStation. Oh, I love this cutscene. It cracks me up every time, man. But if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to say what's up. Please, keep supporting the fundraiser. Seriously, everybody out there, just keep watching and have a lot of fun.
This is Maverick Hunter headquarters.
Zero.
It's good to see you're safe, X. I was really worried about you.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry. It's all over. Go home and rest. You've earned it.
But Zero. What if I become one of the Mavericks?
Don't ask such a silly question. I'm breaking